Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kelvin of We Do Movies. We do TV and movies, food, and hip hop. So I'm back now with another We Do commentary video, and this one is about the news that a group of people, maybe like alt-right or disgruntled DC comic movies fans, are trying to sabotage Rotten Tomatoes rating of Black Panther. So when I heard about this, there's a couple of things that I started thinking about. Number one, this doesn't surprise me. And number two, this shouldn't surprise anybody else. And number three, don't act like you're surprised. And number four, what's the point? That's kind of the things that I've been thinking about. And the reason why I've been thinking about this is because this goes to other stories that I've heard, not just with Black Panther, but with other, dealings when it comes to blacks and comic book fandom. Like, I remember, I think it was one of the Comic Cons where, there was a group of fans that were like going off about the whole, diversity and all this other stuff that Marvel was doing with their comic books. That doesn't surprise me either, because it seems that, that this is the route it seems like the comic book fans have always gone to. And yes, they can say, oh, but we love Miles Morales and we love Jon Stewart and all these other, different black characters. But the fact still remains, there has always been a problem. There has always been this thing when it comes to the African American community and comic books and movies and just in television. Let's just break it down. I remember hearing a story about a gentleman who was getting death threats and was being called nigger by a group of people on the internet because he posted a picture of himself dressed as Batman, the Ben Affleck Batman suit and everything. And I thought the picture was super dope. But this man is getting death threats and being called nigger. And every time when I remember seeing that picture, everybody was just like, I don't understand. Like, why are they doing this to him? Why are they saying this to him? This doesn't surprise me at all. And the fact that the alt-right or these disgruntled DC comic movie fanboys or whatever are planning to sabotage the Rotten Tomatoes rating for Black Panther, this doesn't surprise me at all. Like, hearing rumors about members of the KKK or the alt-right are going to be protesting while Black Panther's being played at movie theaters. This doesn't surprise me. And I think I'm more mad that it's still shocking to everybody else. Anytime there has ever been forward progress or forward movement when it comes to African Americans, alt-right and KKK and all these people, they always tend to have this problem, this backlash. But we don't have a backlash when it comes to their movies, or only when they whitewash. That's the only time we have a problem, is when they whitewash. But any other time, we never say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was the outrage from black audiences when, the television show Friends was on air? And you mean to tell me that you guys live in New York City and there's only maybe two black people? And they were two women. So in New York, there's only Gabrielle Union and Aisha Tyler. Okay, let's bypass that. But see, the white creators and industries run by white men, and some studios run by white women, can get away with that. I remember hearing stories about how, Dave Chappelle would go into these meetings with television execs about different shows that he was on or he created, and they would always ask him, "Well, how come there isn't anybody white on this show?" But yet, there's tons of white shows and not one single black person on the cast. Now, you might have somebody on an episode, but just on the cast, there's nobody black. But these execs always ask a black person on their show, well, how come there isn't anybody white? So this doesn't surprise me. So I guess my overall thinking is this shouldn't surprise anybody. If anything, this should make you go see Black Panther more than once so that it can send a message to Hollywood, which we have been sending for years. And I don't understand why Hollywood, with their absent-minded, amnesia having selves, never really realized that black people spend more money on entertainment than any other race. This is real. Black people, I remember seeing a story about how African Americans spend more money on entertainment than anything else, but yet we barely have a reflection of that. And it's because they don't respect black money, and they don't respect black dominance when it comes to entertainment. So it's almost like I think everybody is not going to be surprised that Black Panther is going to make tons of money. But I think there's going to be some people that will be super shocked. A comic book movie with an all-black cast and a black writer and director. This made all this money, and that's what some of them will say. And what they'll do is what they normally do. Once a successful black film makes a lot of money, what they'll do is they'll say, okay, well, we got to have more black movies. And then you might get some. This is the same thing that happened in the blaxploitation era. This is the same thing that happened in the black movie renaissance of the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s. I mean, this tends to happen. And there was a time when, they were talking about maybe there's a black movie renaissance again when you was having Think Like a Man and all these other movies and 12 Years a Slave. And then it was just like, well, maybe there's a black renaissance coming back. And no, there wasn't. But I believe that there could be with the release of Black Panther. And what they'll do is they'll either try to come up with more movies that are similar to Black Panther, or they'll do they'll try to bring more black movies, and then some of them will be good and some of them won't be, because this is how it is. But if anything, like I said, that about these stories, it should make you want to see this movie more. It should make you want to go see this movie more. It should make you want to spend your money more, to this product. And I think that even if they try to do anything with the Rotten Tomato scores, there's already been tons of critics who've already praised this movie after seeing it at the world premiere or another premiere showing and all this other stuff. So this does not matter. That's just my thoughts on it. Tell me what you guys think. You can hit us up on Facebook at We Do Movies, We Do TV, Movies, Food, and Hip Hop. You can see all the reviews and the commentaries on those pages, as well as the YouTube channel as well. And until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.